Ni hao, and welcome back to the Chinese campaign. We're no longer just fighting the Soviet Union, we're also fighting Japan, and Italy, and Austria-Hungary. Japan I can kind of understand. They are right next to us, and with our ships and their ships operating in our shared waters, I can see why the tensions would rise and there would be a war. I would have wished that war to be delayed by maybe a couple of years just to let Japan build up their navy a little bit more, but here we are. Italy and Austria-Hungary, though, I don't really get it, other than they being at war with France, who I have a good relationship with, but I'm not allied to. So, anyway, I'm guessing they're gonna make their way over to my waters sooner or later. Let's see, how much shipbuilding capacity do I have? That's 73,000 tons of spare capacity. Does that mean I can nope, that's 90,000 tons for the Chubin. It's not even a super battleship, it's just a modernized dreadnought thing. So, it's gonna be suspended a little bit more, but I'm getting a bunch of cruisers, heavy cruisers, next month. Well, they're gonna have to be commissioned also. But once they are launched, I'm gonna unsuspend this one, and then we're gonna design some light cruisers, because I need some light cruisers. And once they are done, we're gonna make some new DDs. And I think, yeah, light cruisers shouldn't take that long to build. DDs typically 7 or 8 months. So by the time the DDs are done, these 4 battleships should also be done. Yeah, let's go to June of 1946. But before we can fight any battles, before we can design ships, we have to fight some battles, I think. There's a meeting, a strike, and a submarine battle. United States wants to be my ally for 6.6 billion. I mean, I can easily afford it, but I think not. Light cruiser fighting submarines. Excellent. See, this is why I need more light cruisers, because they are just so good at fighting submarines. Sank 4 transports. Here we go, a meeting. Not a huge meeting, but 2 light cruisers and a DD. They're probably gonna try to run away, but let's give it a shot. And they do not spawn within spotting distance. That means they will probably escape. I do have some fast DDs here, though. They're all 38 knotters. Maybe we can catch up. Oh, I'm being spotted by them. Maybe they are not running. They are right here. No, I think they're actually getting closer. There we go. We are firing. Now they're hiding in their little smoke screen. Okay. I'll drop these guys down to cruising speed. Oh yeah, no, they're not running away. I think. Their DD has been spotted. And you guys are going to be firing your semi-AP. Get some hits out. Battle cruisers, you need to Start focusing the lights. So I think that DD of theirs is as good as done. It's getting peppered by my own DDs. And there she goes. Did not launch torpedoes. I will try to launch some torpedoes, but it's probably a bit of a long shot. Heavy cruiser also opening up. Let's get a thumbnail picture here. Like so, I guess. I might have that as the thumbnail of the previous episode, which I don't think I got a thumbnail for. Let's see, are we gonna actually get some hits on these two? 38.4 knots, so they are outpacing my DDs even. That means I really need to get some hits in on them if I want to slow them down enough to catch up. But we already sank a DD, so that's at least something. If I can use my DDs to herd them towards the heavy cruiser, maybe? Hangzhou took a hit. Yeah, they're very difficult to hit when they're going that fast. What kind of armor did you have? Not much, no? And they're hiding in smoke again. My plan of herding them towards my heavy cruiser was hampered a little bit by that incoming torpedo. Now they're slowing down my DDs. That's not how it's supposed to go. There we go. Big hit on Naniwa. In fact, Hangzhou actually was able to launch. I want Hangzhou to drop away. She's taken just enough damage to slow down her squadron mates. There we go, more flooding on Naniwa. So we should be able to get one of their DDs at least, because Naniwa no longer fast enough to get away. the other one. It's like so hard to spot. And I think that's it for my my little DD squadron, because they're starting to take a little bit too much heat. If possible, I would like my DDs to not die. Battle cruisers can zoom up to flank speed. I need just a little bit of flooding on Noshiro as well. And she should also be unable to get away. There we go. That's one dead cruiser. About to be. Still alive. Yeah, no, not alive anymore. There she goes. Those torps are not hitting anything. Now you can actually drop down to cruising speed, because Naniwa not going anywhere anytime soon. I think the 11s on Shiwan gonna take care of her. And there she goes. Naniwa defeated. Not bad. Only 16 crew loss. Very minor damage taken. Alright, yeah. Light damage on 2 DDs. And 3 enemy ships sunk. French submarines running into minefields. French transports dying by the boatload. Belgium wants to buy 2 of my older light cruisers. Nah, I think not. Let's see. So, invasion of South Sakhalin. 97% chance to succeed. Not bad. We found the enemy battleship yet. I remember I was looking for it last time. I have just no idea where it went. Because I did see it. It was sailing right past my coastline. It's not here doing the invasion things. No, here it is. In the Pacific, going through the Panama Canal. Okay, they're gonna gobble up some previous British colonies, by the looks of it. Let's just take a look at the political thing. 35% army logistics. That is not bad for China. Japan has 50%. It's probably going to drop a bit once we sink more of their ships. France down to 23%. Their economy is somehow still growing, even if I don't think they have a lot of transport capacity left. Britain is growing a lot. They just reformed. My cruisers are finished. That means a lot of spare shipbuilding capacity. Let's see, do I have anything? Just getting more advanced marine engines. Let's boost that up. And hope that maybe, just maybe, we're gonna get the gas turbines next. The gas turbines that I really should have had already by this point. Let's resume construction of this chunky battleship. Well, it leaves me with quite a bit of spare shipbuilding capacity, so let's design some light cruisers. So with my latest heavy cruiser design, I went down in gun caliber from 11-inch to 8-inch. I think I want to do that with my my next light cruisers as well. Let's see, 100 hull form. Like, this has so much better hull form than the other hulls, so experimental light cruiser. No, compact light cruiser. Only 27 knot max optimal speed though. Let's see if it's actually possible to make it fast, because that hull form is pretty good. Can it go 39 knots if I give it like better engines? Not with diesel, not with turbo electrics. 37 gear turbines seem to be the lightest option here. It's quite expensive, but is 38 possible? 38 is possible, but just barely. No, I don't think we're building on this hull. Well, the hull form is good, the optimal speed is quite bad. Gun cruiser. Oh no, yeah, no, it's this one. The suggested speed right off the bat is 40.9 knots. I think we're gonna notch that down to 39. But the problem with this is that we've got 3 different types of tower, and they're all huge and weigh a lot. Let's go with the middle one. I think I want to go with 6-inch guns for this one. I want to reduce the beam, make it a little bit easier to make it fast. That's going to impact stability and a lot of other stuff, but and just the smallest rear tower, I think. Funnels are heavy and big. These have the same funnel capacity. Big funnel 1 is lighter and smaller and cheaper than big funnel 2, but the stats are exactly the same. 98%. Those are some heavy funnels. If I go with the 2 of the tiniest ones, and then balanced boilers, maybe. We're so close to the max weight already. How about I reduce the size to 8,000 tons? Now we're overweight, and the range dropped down a lot. 9,000 with better oil. 8.9, 8.8. So So oil 1 is actually the lightest option here. Okay. Induced, also lighter than balanced. Do I have to really reduce the speed of this cruiser? Oh, 37.4. With just 37, that was... Yeah, at least now I have some spare weight to play with. $6.9. 7. I mean, it's still good enough. Main guns. I want to go with 6-inch guns here. But I want to go with a lot of them. There we go, almost 8,000 tons. But the thing is, once I add rangefinders, which modify the weight of the tower, and acoustics, and the RDF, which actually, because it boosts the reconnaissance value, it makes the ASW value a lot better, which is what I'm after here. As does the radar, boom, overweight. But I mean, still, that's 4,000 ASW. Do I have to make this like really slow to make it work? Like 33 knots? That is terrible though. Like we're talking a $1 billion light cruiser that is slower and overall worse than my my heavy cruisers in every way. Yeah, no, it's just not viable. I know I tried this before on this hull, and it just doesn't work. So the modern light cruiser 1 is sadly the only viable option. Let's go 9,000 tons on this. Let's try and make it 39 knots. Yeah, at least on this one it's actually possible. 4.8, 4.5. Regular gear turbines, maybe? Yeah, you know, we might. Just to save cost. Slim it down. I know I said cost is not a big issue. Okay, that might be too slim. Or maybe if I pick the this tower. Yeah, that works. I know I said cost is not a big issue, but really it kind of is. These don't fit phones, do they? $60. Oh yeah, it only fits a slightly smaller funnel, but it does fit. Yeah, it's gonna be another light cruiser built on this hull, so that is apparently the only decent light cruiser hull I have. As China. But at least we're motoring along at a quite decent speed now with this guy. Is it possible to do 3 turrets forward. Can this one fit a 6-inch gun? No, we're just gonna have 2 forward. Wing turrets? Nah. Not possible, especially because I reduced their the beam. How about quads? How about quads? These are chunky turrets. I mean, yeah, if it works, it works. Let's bump you up to 9,000 tons again. I think we have something here. Let's just see how heavy this will be with all the radar stuff and the... there we go. 2,480. That's better than any of my current light cruisers. 470 million so far. Cheaper than Metal Snake. A little bit more expensive than Yangjiang. But overall, not bad, not bad. With geared turbines too, 8.8. I don't save a lot of weight, but I do save quite a bit of cost by going geared turbine 1. That's like 100 million per ship. Diesel 1, not gonna work. Turbo electric, not gonna work. So we're sticking to geared turbines. Might go geared turbine 2 anyway. Just because otherwise I just don't have enough displacement. Wow. Okay. If I were to go 38.5, it's not a very meaningful weight savings, so we're going to stick to 39. And yes, I am going geared turbines too, even though I said I wouldn't. How about funnel weight savings? It's like 100 tons if I go down to Super Funnel 3. %9 engine efficiency. Let's see, what's my flash fire chance? This is where things are going to start packing on. It's not going to be a very survivable ship, I can tell you that. Do I need increased ammo? Probably not. I want triple base though on TNT 4. Flash fire chance 5%. 3.2. 2.5 with Citadel 5. That'll also protect my engines a little bit. Going down to stand many bulkheads. A little bit of weight savings. No, still don't save that much weight by reducing the save some weight, but not really a whole lot. Armor though, here we can save a little bit. This thing will not have the greatest armor. Oh, my bad. I thought I was doing 6-inch guns on this. I was sure I was doing 6-inch guns, but I must have misclicked. Yeah, no wonder they were so huge and chunky. Still overweight though, but not by that much anymore. It did save some weight. So 6-inch turrets, not a whole lot of stuff there. Let's make them 6.1. That's 155 millimeter. That's a nice caliber. 4 inches of main belt is the max I can have. Let's go 4 on the fore and aft too, just to try and reduce flooding through the bow. Let's go standard ratio, semi-ballistic and incendiary. That's pretty nice. Electrical 1 turrets. Let's go electro-hydro. Semi-auto instead of auto 2. And not a huge weight savings, really. 2,626 ASW. With radar 3, that would be less, actually. And radar 1, a lot less. So radar 2 is the ideal for submarine hunting purposes. RDF adds quite a bit. Sonar 3 adds quite a bit. Depth charges don't really add that much, surprisingly. Surprisingly, they don't add a lot to my anti-submarine score. That's how it is. If I drop down the range, that's a little bit better. If I increase the displacement, that just about works. And I can now save some weight by moving this further aft. There we go. 617 million though, but still no longer overweight. Let's see, these guns. 12.2 kilometer range. That is quite bad. That's quite bad indeed. That is even with triple base. Is that the same with the triple turrets as well? Just gonna compare here. 12.2. Yeah. Let's lengthen them a bit. It's gonna make me overweight again. For 17.2 kilometer. Adds 3 seconds to reload time. But that's not too bad. Really? And I'm 128 tons overweight. If I drop down to many bulkheads, no, the standard bulkheads, that makes the ship very, very vulnerable though. Flash fire chance is now very, very low. Yeah, they don't have a lot of ammo currently. Well, I guess they do, because they're only 6-inch guns. Can I go -7 on the beam? Yes, I can. And that fixed my problem. That did fix my problem. It's not going to be a very, very stable firing platform, but okay. Can I now go triple hull? No. Max bulkheads? No. Reinforced 2? No. Almost, though. Increased ammo? Yes. That added quite a few rounds, actually. So that was a good idea. How about Barbette 3? Also possible. Getting that flash fire chance down a little bit more. Back down to 1.7 even with increased ammo. So I think we have our cruiser here. Can even go 4.1 on the belts. Probably a good idea. That means it's actually protected from its own guns at ranges down to 1 kilometer, although the guns on this, not the greatest penetration. But there we go. That is a 585 million. Barely more expensive than the Metal Snake, but much greater ASW. So these are going to slaughter submarines. They're also faster. So they're actually going to be able to catch up to those annoying Japanese light cruisers. If not their DDs, at least their light cruisers. Although the speed difference is not that great, so I don't think I'm going to be chasing still. Oh, here we go. Another light cruiser built on the same hull as the previous two classes of light cruisers, because, well, it's the one hull I have that I can build something on. Alright. So, let's build some way high class light cruisers. They don't have torpedoes, they don't have secondaries, but they got 20 6-inch guns, and that's not nothing. They don't really need secondaries, I think, when their primary armament is basically secondary caliber. Are we gonna build 12 of them? I mean, they don't weigh a lot. Let's build 16. Yeah, no, still under capacity. So let's place them down. All right, went with 4 in Shanghai, 4 in Haichao, 4 in Chinchu, and then the last 4 just scattered around. So that's that. Now, my army has decided to try and take Burma, which is nice. Just looking at the numbers, I think we're gonna get it too. So I might not bother launching a naval invasion here. Just gonna let the army take it. Instead, I want to try and take Saipan. That should be Northern Marianas. Well, I mean, it's only 7,000 tons, isn't it? Yeah, Northern Marianas. That's the one. That is the one. So I probably could have easily taken Burma with my navy, but yeah, might just take something else instead. And these guys can Caroline Islands? Maybe? Yeah. Why not? And then we can maybe take Hokkaido. Well, actually, we should really start taking some of Korea. Probably. Let's go. July. Strike and submarine. France still begging. No thank you. Took medium damage this time, but I sank 3 of them. Damaged the 4th one. Italy running into mines. Belgium wants to buy heavy cruisers, but now I cannot do that for you. Spain has taken Cameroon. Ungoverned territory. Solomon Islands. 86,000 tons. Where's the Solomon Islands? That's down here someplace, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, sure. Isn't it? Yeah, no, it's down here. Sure. Let's take the Solomon Islands. They're not worth a whole lot, but some. They're not completely worthless. Yeah, that's easily 100%. So these guys can then go down here and assist. What do you have here, Japan? 1 DD. Let's keep dealing with your submarines. The army is pushing in. Yeah, that's 9% per month of pushing. Do I have any more spare light cruisers around? Suji. Heavily damaged. 6 months left of her repair. Yeah. No, I really need more light cruisers. Because I need them both in my task forces for submarine defense and to actually go independent. Actively hunting down submarines. Now we're overweight again. Is that because one of those light cruisers went home for repair? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's get you fixed up. Just temporarily suspend one of those until all these cruisers built for Belgium and Netherlands are done. And let's go August 1946. Alright, we have a meeting. Let's see, tension. Nothing involving me. United States and Japan, okay. Soviet submarine is attacking my transports, sank 2 of them. I'm attacking Japanese transports, sank 1. Such a huge fleet. I did damage the port though, so that's something. Binju is hunting a Yamakaze class DD. That's a new one. Only 35.1 knots, so it's slower than their previous class. It's also a lot cheaper. Let's see what it's all about. I think after this war, when I get the peace treaty with Japan, I want to try and take some of their light cruisers and DDs as war operations. Just because I could then build the kind of ships I actually want to build. Because they have the hulls for it. But that's only if they come complete with plans, so I can give them extensive refits. Yeah, they are running. Hang on, I see a ping here. How far out? 37 kilometers. Yeah, they're running. I'm catching up, but very slowly, so... Yeah, we're not doing this. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here for like an hour of real time watching my ship slowly creep in on that DD with a closing speed of 1.9 knots. If I had my new light cruiser class, though, I would have a more significant speed advantage, and I'd actually been able to close in. Yeah, I can build one DD for you. Austria-Hungary has taken Serbia. Boer trying to take Orange Free State. The Soviets tried to take Ireland. Malaya. 49,000 tons. Let's go. It didn't pop up, but okay. Maybe next time. Yeah, Malaya, that would be nice. %. And this one is going to be done next turn, and these ships can go down here and help out. 99% here. My new heavy cruisers have entered service. Yeah, I was hunting a DD instead of fighting the submarines. I wanted it to fight. Alright. Let's actually detach the light cruisers here. Or at least the 2 metal snakes. And get some actual submarine hunting going on. And then I can take these 4 new heavy cruisers and join them into that task force. Four new heavy cruisers here. Where to send them? I guess they can just remain, but I want to set them to sea control if they're not already. So that maybe they can generate some missions. That would be nice. Okay, Mark 5, 19. Advanced Marine Engine 4, so no gas turbines for me. Really. Oh well, maybe now something will happen. Tensions. Okay, peace treaty, we are winning against the Soviet Union. I guess I'm not actively invading anywhere. Sure. Sank 2 submarines. Another one. port damage and some transports. Those French transport losses still looking really bad. Canada is now a nation. Lots of nations are scrambling to pick up what the Brits left behind. Here come the Austrians. And the Soviets with a battle cruiser. 2 battle cruisers. One turn remaining, 78% only. Why did it go down? I hope it's still enough. I'm gonna send a couple of heavy cruisers up here just in case. I do not want that to fail. But I also need to start another naval invasion of Japan. Northeast Korea, 296,000 tons. That's not too bad. How many submarines do they have left now? 5. That's not bad. They used to have a lot. Also, where is their battleship? Is it repairing? Somewhere? Probably. So Italy scrapped some battleships. I was hoping they wouldn't do that. Now, where is... Oh, Germany has a solid economy. Soviet Union, 1 battleship, 3 battle cruisers. Germany and US seem to be the 2 nations with really solid economies here in this playthrough. They often are. Okay, let's go one more turn, because now the Austrians are getting here. And things should really start happening now that all my enemies are actually doing things. Well, except Italy, sadly. But at least the Austrians. And that is something. The army is really pushing into Burma. Even though the Austrians have showed up. I guess they're allied to Japan now. And we got a peace treaty with the Soviet Union. Let's see what we can pick up. Kyrgyzstan, Zanzibar. Not very interesting. Only 2 billion. Which is not enough for one of their battleships, not enough for any of their battle cruisers. I could pick up their terrible light cruisers, but I don't really want to. Let's take Kyrgyzstan. And let's see what we can do with one of their light cruisers. See what we get. I got Kyrgyzstan. That's too bad. I was hoping I would get enough to pick up a capital ship. Here we go. a battle with the Austrian Navy. Godeskovsky class battlecruiser. It's got 6 12.4-inch guns. That's actually inferior to even my my Beijing class battlecruiser. They've got a lot of heavy cruisers. Carinthia class. 4 single 7.4-inch guns. That's a lot of money for not a lot of ship. Yeah, I guess we're gonna deal with this one next episode. I think we can take these guys on without too much of a problem, because this is what the Beijings are really good at. Well, depending on... Well, that's a very slow battlecruiser though. 23 knots. It might actually have a lot of armor, because for some reason the AI likes to sometimes build very, very slow battlecruisers and just pad them full of armor. And it's got 0 on the thinnest, but that might be one of their secondary guns that cannot be armored. But that's for next time. Goodbye, and take care.